Colton Facciotti here at Ironman Raceway in Indiana. Weekend went, it went okay, I guess you could say. I definitely wanted to be inside that top 10, and I was just kind of outside of that. Day started off a little bit rough, just getting used to everything, hurt my back a little bit in practice, and just kind of soldiered through all day, and starting to get the feel of it at the second moto there, but got a bad start. It was, by that time it was a little bit too late, but all in all, I had a good weekend and had fun. That was the number one goal, to come down here and put this bike up there and do the best I could. I think I would tell those people that want to come down to the States is, just be prepared and, be prepared as best as you can and just come down with an open mind. There's some of these guys down here are wicked fast, and to be on their level, it's not going to happen like that. So, definitely being down here with these guys makes you push a little bit harder. And I grew up on the West Coast and rode in Washington State and stuff, where in the U.S. where a lot of past guys were. So I think that kind of got me to where I am now, for sure. Just being down here, we don't quite know the schedule very good and stuff, so I ended up being late for that second moto, and I lost my 13th gate pick from the first moto, so I had to take the last gate pick. So that kind of sucked, but that's just how it goes. We weren't prepared, and I was actually kind of debating whether to ride the second moto, because I did hurt my back in practice there, and it was pretty sore after the first moto, but figured we'd give it a try, and I'm glad I did, because it wasn't too bad until I got off the track. The adrenaline helped, for sure.
Keast, GDR Design's Honda team, here at the Ironman National in Indiana. Had a so-so day, qualified 30th, and put in 2 solid motos. Had some fun, and ended up went 27-25 for 28th, which isn't the best, but first AMA National for me, and I had a great time, had a blast. So just want to thank all the guys at GDR Honda and Design for bringing me down, and Derek Schuster, and just pumped to be here. People were wondering who we were. Obviously, doing the Canadian Nationals, I'm sure they know obviously who Colton Facciotti is. So being a part of this team and having him under the tent, it was pretty cool. It was a neat experience, just the amount of people that are here and the fans, and the track especially is one of the best I've ever ridden. Really, really gnarly and really rough, but just an awesome experience, and everyone here is nice, and the AMA is nice and treated us really well, and we loved it. These are probably the gnarliest tracks that you're going to ride. The AMA and the track crew that preps these tracks, and the promoters and the owners of the tracks, they do an unreal job, and I'm just pumped to be a part of it, and pumped to have a solid day for the first one, and obviously we're going to talk, and maybe we'll be able to come down and do some more next year, and yeah, for some advice, just have some fun, and don't quit. Just stay at it, and you guys are in an awesome series down here in the AMA. It's for sure one of the best, and I'm pumped for anyone that's able to come and qualify for these events, and it comes out and supports it. It's amazing.
So you guys, I guess final question, I haven't asked anybody else this, how welcoming are you guys to us amateurs that might want to give your tracks a try? What would be a good track to go visit? Obviously GDR, Gopher Dunes is one of the bigger ones. Walton is pretty well known too. Is there anything else?
We do, like the west ones are pretty cool, but Calgary, Alberta, that national track is a really cool track. And then when we come east, which is Ontario, we have Gopher Dunes, Sandalee, and Walton, and they are pretty cool tracks, and they do an amazing job there as well. And obviously Walton's a Transcan National, so it's our Loretta Lynn's of Canada.
Right.
And I'd love to see more people come up there, and it's a fun event. It's probably not as serious as it is down here, but the people are great, the track's prepped properly, and it'd be awesome to see more people come up and attend it.
Medaglia, number 903 on the Parts Canada Husqvarna Bell machine. Yeah, my weekend here at Ironman MX was really good. I ended up qualifying 5th overall, so it was pretty cool to be up with the big dogs there in the front for gate pick. And first moto, had a decent start, and then Rock Tickle crashed, and I ran into him. And then after that, I was going up the big hill, and this kid had a pretty spectacular crash, cut across, and I hit him going up the hill, went off the track, and I was basically stuck going up that hill, almost looped out, and then by that time I was like last. So I came through the pack and ended up getting up to 20th. So I mean, on paper it didn't look like I did too well in that moto, but I rode my butt off, and I was really happy with it. Moto 2 had a decent start, yeah, just rode a solid race all the way through. Was battling with Andrew Short for a lot of the race. Was just in his roost, just enough for me to be pulling tear-offs the whole time, right until the checkered flag. So him and Coulter weren't too far ahead of me. So to get 13th, my goal was to get an 11th in one of the motos, so I was close. But you know what? I had a good time. The bike was working good. Everybody, I had great support. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, easily one of the faster guys here, period. I mean, regardless of what state, what country you came from, how did that feel to be well within the top 10 for qualifying times?
Yeah, I mean, it always feels cool to get up there in lap times. I can, on a track like this that's got really long ruts, it kind of suits my style. Like, it's just kind of a gnarlier track, so like even in the motos, it felt good to push all the way through. I mean, this track is, you know, a lot crazier than what we ride at home, so it was cool. I mean, it was one of those things where I think with my experience being able to ride pretty much all over the globe, when I come to new events and new tracks, I can kind of catch on pretty quickly. But again, like, just super happy with the event and how like these jumps are crazy. This track it's on another level. Like, it's intense here. And, like, first lap, when you're doing the first lap here, you know, at home it's like the 5 of us are battling, 5 or 6 of us, and it's crazy. This was like 20 of us at least. It's just chaos for the first couple laps. Like, you know, 40 guys on the rev limiter, like side by side, hitting in the air. Like, you got to be on your toes here. So I was really happy with it. But yeah, so now I can just take a little bit of a break and then just start getting ready for some off-road stuff.
So real quick here, got a good chance to meet some of you guys over the years. Marco Canella just took home a championship at Loretta Lynn's. You showed yourself here being one of the fast guys. Do you have any advice for other Canadians that are kind of on the fence about maybe trying to do the amateur level stuff, or even other pro riders, you know, about coming down here to take on some events? I mean,
well, it's coming down to race. I mean, myself, my brother, Colt, you know, Cole Thompson, like you say, Marco Canella, Benoit, like all the top guys, all have raced a lot down the States. You go where the competition is, and you know, that'll pull you, that'll make you get faster. Racing against faster people, you'll get faster. You'll start to figure out different things and techniques along the way. You don't really, it's kind of like second nature. You don't really know that you're doing it, but you end up improving. So, and it really helps. I mean, it's a flip a coin. Like, if you want to do it or not. It's definitely a lifestyle. So you got to be ready to, you know, live a little bit on scraps for a bit to get to make the sacrifices so you can do it. But I mean, it's awesome with your friends and family, and it's a good sport.
All right, man. Well, great respect. Awesome ride today. I know it didn't go the way you wanted to, but I think you picked up a few American fans too on that Husqvarna. So we look forward to seeing how you do in the future.
Okay, thank you guys.
Take care.
I'm Kaven Benoit from Quebec, Canada. My season at home went pretty good. I mean, it was pretty much a dream season. I was racing the MX2, which is a 250 at home, and I won my second championship in 2 years, so I was pretty happy with that. And now I have to move on to the 450 because I won 2 times the championship, so
No more little bikes for me. It's time for big bikes. The track here in Ironman is pretty sick. Like, I mean, it's huge jumps and nice layout. It was a tough track though. There's just ruts all over the place, and they added lots of wood chip in the track, so it made big braking bumps, and they were kind of soft too. And yeah, it was tough. It was my first race on the 450, and I had just a couple hours on it before the race. So I mean, pretty happy with my day. The routes was pretty bad. There was 1 or 2 sections that it was more like clay and little rocks. Yeah, and it was hurting pretty bad, but I mean, I was not up front this time like at home, so I had to eat some roost, but still happy. Like, second moto, I had killer starts. Before the red flag, I was 5th on the start, which is pretty good. And when they restarted, I was still 7th, so my starts were pretty good in second moto. And just struggled a little bit with the pace there. I was getting some downtime in the middle of the race, and then gain like a little gain of energy at the end, but gotta work on that. I have all winter to work on that. I mean, the 450 is new for me, and pretty happy with the day. Yeah, well, the Moto 1 was good until I crashed like 2 laps before the end, and got 19th. And second Moto, I got 18th, but a little better. But for sure, the second Moto was good. Had like, well, I was able to run with the top guys for a couple laps because I had a good start, and it was a cool experience. No regrets. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming down. Do you have any words of wisdom to other Canadian riders that might want to come down here for amateur level, like Marco did for the, actually there's quite a few people, Nick Cryer and quite a few people did Loretta Lynn's,
Yeah.
even up to pro level?
Yeah, I mean, racing down here is always good for riding ability. The tracks are, I feel, tougher than home, and I mean, it's rougher and more ruts and stuff, and we don't, I mean, have the chance to ride that kind of condition a lot. And I mean, it was hard on me today. I had to focus a lot. I mean, it's not tracks that I'm used to, and I wish next year I can do some more. And for everybody at home that are looking at this, I mean, it's not, how can I say, it's a good thing to come down here and race with fast guys and just gain experience, and it makes you a better rider.
Well, man, I appreciate it. Have a safe trip back, and hopefully we'll catch you in some rounds next year as well.
Yeah, all right, thank you.